YouTube, how the fuck you doing? Hey guys, Nate Shot back here, and I have another episode of Snipers Going Ham, along with Tales of a McCrackAddict, the life of Stevie. This one's gonna be a two-parter because it was a pretty intense rundown demolition match, so I wanted to make sure I posted like the whole two sides. So, you know, I honestly think this is a really intense match. So if you enjoyed watching part 1 and you want to hear the rest of the story, then you're going to have to come back and check out part 2. I'm either going to upload it, the second part to Nation again or on my channel. But either way, the info will be in the description. So after this is over and you want to check it out, just take a look there, and all the details will be inside the description. But this story doesn't involve me personally. I was there when it happened, so that's why I can recount the story so well and tell you guys pretty much the exact details of everything that happened. But everyone at McDonald's, besides just a select few people, are really close. We're really good friends since we're always working together and things like that. It's you grow a pretty good friendship when you spend so much time with people and everyone's has something in common, and that being in common is hating your job. So it was a summer day. I think this was last summer, and what happened was it was a party, a dress-up party, where we do half-price Happy Meals and things like that. Just a lot of promotions, and there's a party in the dining room for little kids. It's like a costume contest. I think it was a back-to-school celebration. That's what it was. And what happened was there was a manager. His name's Jojo, who's my golfing buddy. We go golfing and things like that. I lift with his twin brother, so I'm pretty close with both of them. And what happened was there was two employees that were doing a lot check. Basically, what you do is you go outside and you clean up garbage and things. So he's in the back booth, and he leans out the window and he's talking to these two people for a second because there's no cars and there's nobody in the drive-thru. And one of your basic responsibilities in the drive-thru is just to take orders when a car pulls up. Nobody's there, so he was just talking to them for a second. So all of a sudden, this cracked-out motherfucking psychopath, Stevie, comes roaring to the back booth, and he sees Jojo, the employee, just talking for a second, and he takes him by the back, and he takes him by the shirt, and he throws him against the wall behind him, and holds him up against the wall. And he tells his ass to get back to work. Now, you don't usually see Stevie, this fucking psychopath, this aggressive, but I guess he must have taken an extra line or two or something. I don't know. So he threw him up against the wall, and he's holding him up, and he tells his ass to get back to work or he's fired. So we, the employees in the front, didn't see this happen. We see Stevie the crack addict come up in the front and just telling people what to do. And then all of a sudden you see Jojo, who's like one of the nicest guys I know. You know, he's a great guy. And, well, probably just got a collateral. That was sick. But Jojo comes running up, and he points at Stevie, which, I'm proud of Jojo for this because it was awesome. I'm happy that he did this. And he points at Stevie the crack, and he says, "You ever touch me like that one more time, and I'm going to call the fucking cops on your crazy ass." And so Stevie all of a sudden erupts, screams out that he's fired. He yells at the top of the lungs, and he starts swearing at him and everything. But the funny thing about that is Stevie doesn't have any say in that. He's not a manager. He's not actually employed. He's just the owner's son. So he thinks he can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. And so this happens and everything like that. And, they're just yelling back and forth. Everybody's going nuts. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty crazy to see. So they keep going at it, and then Jojo's finally like, "Fuck it, I'm calling the cops. I'm getting your ass in trouble. You cannot physically abuse me like that." And basically he gets on the phone, calls 911 in the middle of his shift, all while we're busy in the drive-thru. So it was pretty hectic, and at the same time it was pretty cool to see because I wanted to see this crazy ass motherfucker get his and what he deserves. But if you want to hear the rest of the story and what happens after this, go ahead and check out part 2 because I'm going to finish the story. It's actually pretty effed up what happens, and I think it's a pretty good story, and the gameplay is just as good. You know, this was a very intense match, but I'm gonna keep it there. I'm gonna just give you guys the introduction of the story, and you guys can check out the second part as well. But another quick announcement that I wanted to make: me and Predator are making a Game Battles Dueltage. We will. It's gonna have a trailer. It's gonna be somewhat like Predators when he released it. So if you do want to see a GB Dueltage, maybe give this video a thumbs up, put some comments, whatever you guys want to do. But that's gonna wrap up part 1. Again, part 2 will be in the description. So go ahead and check it out if that's what you'd like to do. And yeah, that's gonna wrap this up. I think that we die and they're about to plant B, so it'll leave you in suspense in the story and the gameplay as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. You too. We'll see you fucking later.
Yeah. You got a bad spot. Fuck, one's to be.